How's it going, everyone? Sorry I had to take a couple months off from the build. Some moving, injuries. As you can see, the truck's in a new location. Excuse the mess. This is not my garage. Anyways, yeah, back at it. Been working on it for a week or so now. Got the motor sitting right there. Still working on the oil pan. Actually waiting on it. I had to order one off of eBay. So anyways, here's the truck. I'm messing with the wiring harness right now. So for those of you doing a similar swap for the tail lights and brake lights, this is the 240 harness that I put in the truck. You just take these wires and you plug them into this plug, and boom, you got tail lights and brake lights. There's your tip of the day. Anyways, got some wheels on the truck. Yeah, they're not pretty, but it's kind of the look I'm going for. Not pretty. Here they are again. They're a little wide. Also did a little ghetto wide body fender thing. I don't know what you want to call it, but anyways, got a little gill there. And it opened up the fender a little bit. Probably gonna have to roll it a little bit to get it out a little more, so we could get those wheels up in the fender. And you can see on the back as well. I already started to roll it a little bit. I don't know if you can tell, but it's a little bit wider and getting close to tucking. Okay, another thing I did to the truck since the last time I showed it to you guys was C-notch the back right here in the frame. You can see right up in there, hopefully. Basically, just to get a little bit of clearance for the axle to come up through the frame and go a little bit lower, because low is cool. So anyway, inside, still have the dash out. This is kind of a combination of the two wiring harnesses working. This is basically the whole wiring harness out of the 240 is into the truck. That's all this crap, all this here, everything all the way across pretty much is all out of the 240, with the exception of the headlights, blinkers, and brake lights out of the truck. So there's a couple things in here from there. Center console's out of the 240. I got the shift boot in here. Of course, I don't have the transmission or engine in yet, but working on that. Two bucket seats. These are the original seats actually out of this truck. Original steering wheel as well. I got the console and everything all back here. Gonna paint that. But anyways, back up here. Brake booster, I think I touched on the last video. It's all in and hooked up now. So these lines go all the way to each caliper in the rear, and they're all working right now. As far as I know, it should be a success. Throttle cable is off of the 240 as well. What else do we have here? All these wires here are all the headlights from the truck, but everything else, this whole wiring harness is all out of the 240. See, we got the front end on. I put the front end on just to transport it, but I'll be taking this off again in the next couple days before we put before we mount in the engine. It's right here. Gas tank out of the 240. So just about everything out of the 240 is going in the truck. This tire here is flat. The valve stem in it is bad. It keeps going flat. Same deal over here though. Wide. Stretch out the fenders a little bit. Give it a little gill. And made it wider so these tires can tuck. Let's see, what else do we have going on? I think that's about it right now. Got the engine over here. And what I decided that I'm going to do to mount the engine is going to be under here. My organized chaos. These are the 240 mounts, original 240 mounts, left and right. So basically what I'll be working on here in the near future is these mounts will bolt on to the frame right there and right there, boom boom, and then we have, oh, can you see them? Yes, right here. This bracket that comes off of the block of the 240 has been modified so that the engine will sit lower to make up for the difference in that mount versus the original Z24 mount, which was really pretty small but kind of weak, didn't support the engine very well. I just didn't feel like it was going to be very strong and suitable for it, so I decided to go with the 240 mounts and just cut this down. Yeah, those are very good welds, just some tack welds right there, but I need to get that all welded up better by somebody who knows how to weld pretty good. And then I'm also looking for an alternator bracket off of a truck as well to put onto the motor, so that way I can run a single belt on the water pump, the alternator, and the main drive pulley. Yeah, I'll talk about that later probably. This intake, I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. It just looks cool sitting here like this. I found that at the junkyard, so yeah, that's that. And I will be working on this some more today, trying to get the blinkers hooked up. That's my next goal. A new clutch right there. Craigslist new. Anyways, I'm not using it. I already bought a brand new one and put it in there. So if you want one, holla at me. I do need a new mass airflow sensor though. So if you have a new mass airflow sensor for a KA24DE, in the market. And hopefully I'll see y'all soon. Good old California sunset right there. See y'all later.